started, and I'm sure other people will join us as we go along. So what I'm going to be doing today basically is a full story mode clear of Diablo 3, which means doing Acts 1 to 5. I'm going to be doing it on Torment 6. I'm quickly going to go through my gear and abilities on my monk. So the gear I have, I've got the Sonwuku shoulders, Sonwuku gloves, and the Sonwuku shines, then the amulet. And you can see there I've got a rank 25 Boon of the Hoarder gem for the sake of just getting insane amount of gold throughout doing this. I got the ring here, the Ring of Royal Grandeur, which reduces the amount of set items you need to complete your bonus. So what it means is that even though I've only got 3 pieces of Sonwuku, I will still get the 4 of 4 bonus. And it's the same thing for the inner set. So I've got the inner chest, the inner belt, the inner's legs, and I've put in as much resistance to all elements as I can to make sure that I have more survivability when I'm clearing Torment 6. And again, because I've got that ring, even though I've got 3 pieces of this, I'll get the 4 set bonus. On this ring, I've got a rank 25 Molten Wild Beast Gizzard, which gives me 35k life per second, and also it says, after not taking damage for 4 seconds, gain an absorb seal for 200% of your total life, which is insane. I've got a very nice trifactor ring. Trifactor meaning it's got attack speed, crit chance, and crit damage all at once. So it's a really good ring for the sake of boosting DPS. I've got these boots, the crudest boots, which means I'll have 2 Mystic Allies rather than 1, which is very, very useful. And when I get to the build, I explain why. I've got this headpiece, the Gagi's Unbreakable Spirit, which gives me some crit, some all resist, basically all stats, as well as some gold find. And it says, damaging enemies has a chance to grant you an effect that removes spirit cost of abilities for 2 seconds. So that's just a nice bonus for it to have. I've got this weapon. It's an ancient legendary, which means it's a bit more powerful than usual. Ancient legendaries are about 30% more powerful than normal legendaries. So if you get ancient legendaries, like here I've got this ancient legendary and this ancient legendary, then they are more powerful, and it's great. And I've boosted the stats as far as I can. I've been re-rolling the damage on it to just try and get it as high as possible. So yeah, so that's the gear that I have. I'm Paragon level 196 at the moment. This is my Season 2 character. And the abilities I use Exploding Palm with Strong Spirit. Well, what Strong Spirit basically does is when an enemy is destroyed that has Exploding Palm, every single other enemy that it hits with Exploding Palm will give me back 15 spirit each, which, so it's a way of spirit regen. Mystic Ally, Air Ally, which again is for the sake of spirit regen. I've got at least 1 spirit generator in case somehow I run out of spirit. So Fists of Thunder, that'll generate spirit if I need it. I've got Mantra of Healing, Circular Breathing, which again is for the sake of spirit regen. I've got Sweeping Wind in a Storm for spirit regen. And the reason I've got so many things for spirit regen is because effectively this build is, I'm calling it the Exploding Cyclone build, because this build allows me to pretty much spam Cyclone Strike almost endlessly. And I use Harmony, which boosts up your resistances. I use Chant of Resonance, which reduces the cost of your applying Mantra of Healing active buff. I use Momentum, which is when you move 15 yards you get a boost to your DPS. And I got Determination, which is for when you're surrounded by mobs, you'll become more powerful. So yeah, so that's it. So I've started the game again. I'm going to say here Act 1. So Act 1, Quest 1. So let's go. Let's start the game. So hey all. Hello Steep. Hello Ryan. How are you doing today? I just wanted to introduce the character, what I'm doing, and the gear I'm using, and so on. So straight off we can see that Mithrie is surrounded in a shield. This is the shield I got from the gem. So I have an extra 200% of my total life on top of my life. So it's like I'm running around with triple HP, which is really great. So we'll see how we do. Easy peasy. Remember that this is Torment 6. You can't ramp it up any higher. And I'm pretty much one-shotting these mobs. There we go.
The fallen star has upset the balance of this land. I seek it.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her. Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
Okay.
Don't open the gates until we drive them back.
So we need to go into New Tristram, but we have to clear these demons before we do. And I was able to get to this point in terms of character progression in about 50 hours. It's not that much, it passed really quickly. So they've gone from, I mean, when I say new character, I mean literally level 1, starting a brand new game. So I was able to get to this point really fast. You can pick up these books along the way, so let's talk to Leah and see what she has to say.
Are you Leah? Rumford said you survived the fallen star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
Oh, so these sick people are turning into demons. Owned.
This is killing business.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
I will send them back to their graves. I will save your town.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Okay, so now you have to talk to the captain again to see what we need to do. And the towns in each act is basically where you go back to repair your gear and throw things into your stash, which I'll talk about in a bit.
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
That will not be my fate.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
Okay, there we go.
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
Now, what is kind of significant is that this legendary gem, this Boon of the Hoarder, it says 62% chance of killing an enemy to cause an explosion of gold. And I'm getting a huge amount of gold from killing these mobs. So I've already got 216 million so far, which is why I'm able to afford these highest ranked gems. These highest ranked gems cost millions and millions and millions of gold to get, and I've been able to buy loads of them because the amount of gold I'm making is ridiculous. And my recovery is 2 million rating because I recover 77,000 health per second, which, considering I've only got 676,000 health, it means that I should fully recover in less than 10 seconds, even if I get back down to 1 HP. And you can hit the passive mantra of healing to get an extra shield as extra boost of protection.
Fight is over.
So the point of this build basically is to put exploding palm, because when someone dies and they have exploding palm on them, they blow up and do a huge amount of damage to the people around them. And then I have Cyclone Strike, which is just a way of gathering them together. So having them blow up when they die, on top of Cyclone Strike sucking them all in, causes this to be really, really fast. So look at this.
This fight is over.
And let's see how much gold I got from this one pack. So you see there, just from that one pack, I got 300,000 gold.
The ruins of old Tristram. The shadow of Diablo still hangs over this place.
Okay, so
The perpetual darkness or the endless mobs of...
we're just killing now the wretched queens for the sake of, so they don't keep spawning other demons. there's a light pack there, so I'm going to kill it. So these light packs can be a lot more powerful, but they drop better treasure, so that's a point in killing them. Okay, so that's that done. So now I need to return to New Tristram, say what I found.
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him.
Okay, so that's our quest done. Let's talk to Leah.
Let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
Okay, so now Leah's joined our party, so there we go. Along the way in the game, you can unlock and upgrade the blacksmith, and you can any spare gear which you don't need, you can break it down into their mats and use those to craft other gear on alts or for whatever other purpose. So you have this stash which is shared between all characters. So if I was to make a new character, I could still access all these gems and all these materials. So I just throw the stuff I don't need into there in case I need them later. And just build up over time. You can see here I've got hundreds and hundreds of these mats I've saved up so far in this character. So if I was to make a new character, I'd have plenty of supplies for a head start, and I've got lots of the highest quality gems as well. You can use a dual crafter to upgrade gems you find rank by rank until you get to the top rank, and you have to spend millions of gold in between, but that's fine for me. So anyway, let's continue the story.
Here, let me open the gate.
So Leah's can open the gate. We're basically looking for Leah's uncle called
She died when I was buried.
Cain.
I was raised by him. I didn't sell her.
Your mother's secrets are here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
Once I finish this run, then I'll go into Final Fantasy, but this will take a good 4 or 5 hours.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will find your uncle. Stay here and find out what you can.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we need to go into the cathedral and look for her uncle.
Tristram Cathedral. The star fell here.
This place looks like a maze.
Okay. Yeah, I've got 220 right now, so we'll check at the end how much I have. Okay, that's fair enough.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this
3.3 billion total. I hope. Okay, so there's Cain.
skeleton king.
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones.
So like I said, I'm going to try and not do additional side quests. I'm going to try simply to finish the main scenario story.
I will save you!
600 million damage done in about 5 seconds.
Thank you, but why did you risk yourself for me?
It was not your time, old man. Come, Leah is waiting for you.
It is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss the fallen star.
I have kept my word and rescued Leah's uncle, Deckard Cain. I saved him from a creature called the Skeleton King, who now bars my way to the fallen star.
Okay, so every time there's one of those visual cutscenes, it means you're about a quarter of the way through the act. So I'm about a quarter of the way through Act 1.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
Time runs short. Tell me what you know of the fallen star.
Not much, I'm afraid, though the prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
Yeah, Ryan, I keep forgetting to look at it. Did you have a chance to look at it a bit more?
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
Nonetheless, the Skeleton King bars my path to the fallen star.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith,
What's that?
Mithrie. He knows of its whereabouts.
Yeah.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
It is regrettable, but it must be done. I will help you.
Thank you. Follow
So
me.
the blacksmith's wife is ill, and she's going to turn into a demon any second, so we have to deal with her. Owned.
This must be done.
My love, forgive me.
Hedrick, help me.
You see, this is why I haven't married.
There is an achievement if you actually let the blacksmith finish her off. At the right moment, I'm going to run away and let the blacksmith deal with her. Never mind. See, my mystic allies are so powerful that they defeated her anyway.
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hedrick Aemon.
As it happens, I am looking for King Leoric's crown.
Hey Angel, how are you
What do
doing?
you know of it?
I can help you there. It's buried with his chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Okay, so now we need to go and find Leoric's crown to activate the Skeleton King, and it's buried in the graveyard. So let's go now.